hard to believe that the Madden franchise has been around for 2 decades. To mark the series' 20th anniversary, Madden NFL 09 has been given a major facelift on all platforms. There are new modes like Madden IQ, Madden Moments, and online league play. And game-ending mistakes can be fixed thanks to a rewind feature, which gives players the opportunity to replay a possession. Whether you're a league veteran or a fresh-faced rookie donning the all-play version, this year's game has got you covered.
Gets in for the touchdown.
Joining us today, Senior Product Manager at EA, Anthony Stevenson. Thanks so much for dropping by and showing off Madden, which still looks incredible, and it's coming out in a couple of days. So the first question, kind of obvious. The Brett Favre on the cover and the Brett Favre we're going to see playing when the season starts, they're going to look a little bit different. How has that affected you guys?
You know what, honestly, Brett, if you're out there, I love you, but I've lost some sleep the last couple of days, man. It's been tough. Actually, you know, what we plan on doing is we will have a downloadable cover that'll be available to people who, you know, big-time Jets fans. They're going to want to be able to download that slip sheet and put it in their game, and we'll allow people to do that. But, you know, the reason that we went with Brett this year is it's the 20th anniversary of our game, and, you know, he kind of personifies legend and everything that's great about our franchise over the past 20 years. So having him on a Packers cover still makes sense for us. Yeah. So that was kind of, you know, where we netted out on that.
It was because of the Packs that he's on the cover, so you might as well have him in that jersey.
Exactly.
Now, will you be able to actually download a Brett Favre in a Jets jersey actually play inside the game?
Yeah, absolutely. So when the game ships, when it comes out on August 12th, you'll be able to download Connect and download the roster and take the snaps with Favre as a Jets quarterback.
So, speaking of rosters, you know, given the amount of trading and stuff that happens throughout the course of the season, how will that affect the way that we play Madden 09?
Well, every couple weeks is our goal. Every 2 to 3 weeks is our goal to release a roster update. Now, clearly, if there's some big major trade that would, you know, trigger us to do that sooner, we will. So, you know, every year we try to do it more and more frequently to keep it as real and authentic as possible to what's going on in the NFL season.
Great. I've always wanted to hear that, and yay, it's finally happening. Now, let's talk a little bit about the Madden IQ. When you're playing multiplayer, what is the impact of the IQ? And obviously, players of different skill levels playing against each other, but there's no computer there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, the idea is we realize that our Madden fans are super diverse, right? In years past, if, you know, you were phenomenal and I was sorry, it's not really that much fun because you're just destroying me or you're spotting me 75 points. So the idea with Madden IQ is it's going to measure what you're good at, what you're not, and it's going to allow me to have a custom difficulty setting so I can, you know, I'm great at passing, but I'm not so good at running, and my AI will be adjusted for that. And then you can have your own setting. You could just have it on maxed out all pro, for example, and we can still play each other and have a fun and competitive game. So that's the big difference this year.
All right, finally there's hope for me. Now, obviously, we're looking at the game right here with the Packers. How much does the weather affect how you play?
Yeah, this is one of the first times that we've really taken the next step in terms of weather. I mean, as you can see, the snow looks amazing. You've got the plowed lines. It's a really big upgrade with the snow in the background, and it's blowing all over. We actually call it movie weather because that's what we were going after, but it does affect gameplay this year. So Ronald Curry, for example, a super fast receiver for the Raiders, he could slip out of the gates. Or, you know, if you're trying to, McFadden's trying to do a couple spin moves, he might slip and fall down. So it does affect gameplay a little bit, and you've got to be, you got to pay attention to it.
Now, do you have control over what the weather conditions are when you're playing the game, or is it sort of randomly imposed upon you?
No, absolutely. Before, you know, we decide what we're going to do and what teams we are, we can go in there and say, you know, we want to have heavy rain, heavy snow, whatever. So it's, yeah, you definitely have control of that.
Now, let's talk about the big, exciting collector's edition of Madden 09.
Yes.
What are all the goodies that someone can get if they get that edition?
Yeah, it's really exciting. So we wanted to give football fans kind of the ultimate football package. So a chance to be the player. So you're obviously the player in Madden NFL 09, all the good, you know, features that are involved in that. But then you get a chance to be the coach. So you've got NFL head coach 09 that's also in there. So that's a great value. You get the chance to kind of take over the persona of a Bill Belichick, and what are you going to do? Cameras excluded. So that, you know, that's pretty exciting. Then just to be a fan. So it's a 20th anniversary. What can you have in there as a fan? And we've got Madden NFL 93. Ooh. So the retro version of that, but with the updated rosters. So that's really cool to be able to do that. And the ultimate one is to be able to create your own plays within head coach, and then it'll seamlessly import into your Madden playbooks.
Wow.
Design your own plays, like instant gratification.
Oh, good. Well, that sounds good. Madden 93 makes me feel old, but I completely understand we have it in the game. Let's also talk about the Wii version, which we're looking at right here.
Yes.
This is this similar to the previous Wii versions? What have you done differently?
Well, it is a little bit different. So, I mean, obviously with the Wii, you got a very diverse, again, audience, children, families, and they're really looking for that fun kind of social environment. What you see here is kind of call your shot. So this is a new feature. In the next-gen versions of the game, you have all these crazy pre-play audibles, which is awesome for the hardcore player, but for the more casual player, they're not going to understand Hot Route 97. So you can actually point to your receiver on the screen and then tell him where to go, and that'll be the audible that he runs. And then so it's you kind of feel this sense of accomplishment when you hike the ball and he goes where you went, and it'll say, you called your shot, and then you can celebrate and wave your arms. So it's a really cool thing. And what you see here too is also the 5-on-5 mode. So it's more simplified. There's no penalties.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Because
No.
dealing with Well, Anthony, thank you so much for this demo of Madden NFL 09, which will be available on Tuesday.